Hey guys, welcome back. So today I brought home this Chicago Electric MIG welder. This is a 240 volt MIG welder sold by Harbor Freight. This particular model, it's about 20 years old, so not exactly new. I'm not 100% sure if it's fully functional, but that's what I'm going to find out. This one I got in exchange for fixing that Eager Beaver chainsaw. So, I purchased a tank, got a welding cart, and want to get this thing powered up to see if it has any issues. But before I can do that, I do need to deal with the electrical. In the garage, I do have 240 volts, but not with this type of plug. I have an L14-30, so I do need to swap that out. And I think while I'm doing that, I'm going to deal with this issue. This cord, it's a 12 gauge cord, which is fine, but it's connected to the original welder cord just with some electrical tape. So I think I want to open this up, see if I can't wire the cord in directly. We'll swap out that plug and then move on to the gas system. Once all that's sorted out, we'll try plugging it in and see if this thing still works. Okay, good. I think I can work with this. We've got the two power wires coming in, connects to the switch here with some spade terminals, and the ground is just connected to the case. So should be easy enough to pull this out, create a few new connections using just this cord, and we can eliminate this altogether. Got a slight issue. The set screw to hold the wire in, it doesn't go in as far with this cord because it is a thicker cord. So I think I just need to remove it, We'll insert this bushing and then put this screw back where it belongs. It wasn't a half bad connection, actually. Probably could have left good enough alone, but it's too late now. I'm committed, so anyway, we just need some connectors here, and should be good. This connector has a ground, a neutral, and leg 1 and leg 2. In this situation, we only need these two wires as leg 1 and leg 2, and the ground will be connected to the ground, but the neutral will be unused. All right, let's plug it in. No smoke yet. I think we're in business. So I put the cover back on, hook up the gas, and see if this thing will weld. It's pretty clean inside and out for its age. I don't think this was used a whole lot. Perfect. I may have spoken too soon. Although the wire advances without much issue, it's not doing so with any force. I can hold the wire, pull the trigger, and the wire does not advance. I've double checked the reel. It's loose, not a source of drag, so really there's only a few other possibilities over here. Either there's not enough spring tension, or maybe the roller is worn, or just the wrong part altogether. Anyway, before making any adjustments here, I'm just going to turn it on, hold the wire to kind of show you what I'm seeing. You know, as a precaution, I am wearing this glove, and I've disconnected the wire, so it should be safe to hold. So I should not be able to do that. I'm going to increase the spring tension. Try that again. Nope. If anything, it's getting worse. Yeah, so spring tension is not it. It's got to be the roller. Looks like there's 2 channels on this roller, so I think this is reversible. I did take a peek at the manual, and I think it said one channel is for 6 millimeters and the other 8. And the 8 millimeter one is the one we want. That is the equivalent to 30,000. So let me just advance it a little and see what number we see. Yeah, that's 6 millimeters. So I think this has to be reversed. So let's flip it around. Hopefully it says 8 and try it again. I might have to remove the wire to do this. You would think that would just slide out. Yeah, let's get the wire out of here. Nope. I'm going to break something. Yeah, I really don't want to break this, but I'm pretty sure this roller is supposed to slide off the shaft, but it seems to be stuck. So I'm going to have to apply a bit of force. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, that's an 8. So it should be like this. But you know what? I'm going to just clean off this PB blaster before putting it back on. So let's give this a try. Yeah, this isn't in great shape. Needs to be replaced. So I'll order a new one, but we'll test with this for now. So let's try this again. There's minimal spring tension, less than there was. Yeah, not much better. Let's tighten it a bit. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Yep. For this test, I'm just going to use this flat bar. It is 1/8 of an inch thick. And according to the manual, I should use max 1, wire speed of 6. So max 1, wire speed of 6. So we'll give that a go. And then I'll try their other recommendation, which is max 2, wire speed of 5. You know, either way, I'm not expecting to get great results. I've never welded or been taught how to weld. So this will be interesting. Not terrible. Well, the one on the right is, but the one on the left, that was max 1, wire speed 6, and it looks halfway decent. Like there is some penetration there. So I'm going to try it again, max 1, and play with the wire speed a little bit. I'll try 5.5 and 6.5, see if it looks any better. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm going to win any awards with these welds, but the point is the welder works and I can only get better, right? Anyway, the first 2 welds I did were those 2 right there. Max 1, wire speed 6, and max 2, wire speed 5. So all the other tests were in max 1 with different wire speeds. These 2 were 5.5, and I'd say are not good welds. It didn't sound like a good weld, and it produced a decent amount of soot and not really much penetration. It's not until you get over here, these last 4, where you can kind of see it coming through. Not too much, but I think a healthy amount. And these were also max 1, wire speed 6, 6, 6.5, and 7. And I think the 7 sounded the best, at least on this material. Anyway, I'm not building anything critical with the welder, so it's not super important that the welds are perfect. I have a grinder, but I do need to build brackets and different things for generator frames. And with that said, I actually have a need to make a bracket, not for a generator, but for a snowblower. There is a discontinued part that I need to fabricate, so let me show you. And this is the snowblower in question. This is going to be a video all on its own, most likely 2 videos. There's a lot wrong with it. Anyway, I'm at the point now where I've placed an order for all the parts that this needs, and it needs a bunch. But there's one part I could not find, and it's the support for this adjustment right here that controls the chute position. There's supposed to be a bracket coming from the bottom of the tank running over to here. And that bracket unfortunately is missing and is no longer available. So the plan is to cut a piece of flat bar, which I have over there. It's 1 inch wide, cut it approximately this length and put some holes in it so the bolts from the tank, when they go through, will bolt to that flat bar and hold it in place. And then I'll cut and bend another piece to kind of bridge the gap over to here and weld it into place. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to drill the holes a little bit oversized, so there's a bit of adjustment. But I think that's about where we want them, maybe a little bit more centered. Yeah, the angle is going to be a little bit odd on this one, but I think the best bet is to shoot it up toward the top of the bracket and then bend it a little bit past 90 degrees and try to line up the angle of this bracket to this one here. This is the angle that I'm aiming for. This bender, I know it can do a little bit over 90 degrees, so I'll bring it as far as I can and potentially might have to use the vise to finish it up. That's pretty close. That should do it. I can't believe it. You guys missed it. I forgot to hit record. Anyway, can't take this one back. It's done. I got total of 3 welds. The first one on the left, the one here on the right I overshot, and the last one on the back I think came out the best. So let's test fit this, make sure it still fits, and then grind this down and make it look a little bit better. Yeah, that looks fine. I'd say that's a win. The bracket is holding things nice and still, and I can rotate that chute without worry that I'm going to break any of the linkages. Anyway, the bracket does need to be painted, but I'm going to save that for the videos related to this machine. Really, I just wanted to get this welder set up and tested. And to be honest, my expectations were fairly low, both for my welding skills and for what this machine could do. But those expectations were exceeded. I mean, for what I need to do, this is doing a great job. Anyway, I hope this video helps someone. Thanks for watching.